things don't always go as you plan them to, and you have to learn to how to bounce back and just get back up.
Person should lead no matter where you are at. If you are in that position, you are the leader there, so take the decision and get that work done and solve the problem.
I don't want to say this because we are women, but I think we bring more to the table. There are things that women do that men cannot do.
Percentage-wise, in your hotel industry, what do you see? Are there still more male leaders or there female acceptance?
I've seen a lot of other women that try to bring women down, and I really never understood that. Like, we already receive that a lot from men, so why would we try to bring each other down?
You don't have to be jealous of someone. Get inspired and imbibe the same talent.
I love it. I love the angle of the questions, and you are very professional in how you're articulating the questions. It's very nice seeing women bringing other women up as well.
Hi everyone, welcome to Self Discovery Podcast. I'm your host Mohsinaa. We explore the journeys of remarkable leaders who embody growth, resilience, and purpose. This space is dedicated to uncovering the mindset and leadership principles that empower individuals. Today, I am thrilled to welcome Naureen Youssef, the Director of Marketing at Bab Al Qasr Hotel in Abu Dhabi, and a name synonymous with excellence in hospitality marketing. Featured on the Marketing Power List 2025 by Hotelier Me, Naureen brings over a decade of expertise in brand management, strategic marketing, and public relations. Her journey spans renowned luxury brands including Marriott Hotel Al Forsan, Abu Dhabi, JW Marriott Merki, City Center Doha, and the Western Cairo Golf Resort and Spa, where she led transformative campaigns that redefine guest engagements and brand storytelling. Beyond her corporate success, Naureen is also a certified ICF life coach and a published author passionate about empowering others to lead with clarity and confidence. Hi Naureen, welcome to my show. How are you doing today?
Hi, thank you so much for the lovely introduction.
You are into brand marketing. You have gone ahead and you have taken on public relations, guest relations, okay, maintaining relations. How did you think of getting into hospitality as a sector, and how did it transform then into life coaching, adding value to people in a way that can shift their mindset?
Well, hospitality, I guess it's in my blood. My dad was in hospitality his entire life, so I grew up around him in hotels. He worked in around the world. You know, we all want to be like our parents somehow. So yeah, and he's my idol, so I always wanted to follow in his footsteps in a way. But when you work in a hotel, especially when it's marketing, you have F&B outlets, you have stays, you have casinos, you have golf. So it's endless and it's beautiful. And I love that it's challenging. So that's why I got into hospitality.
So, how did this transform into you taking up life coaching as a part of your work? How did it transform? Did you think, like, when you were meeting people, did you see that, they're going through something? Would they share something to you that would say that, listen, I can help them in a different way, probably?
Well, I mean, we all go through a lot of things, right? The difference is that when my friends used to speak to me or colleagues, I see that, they trust me, they find confidence in me. And a lot of people told me, you should take this up. You should have been a therapist, you should have been a psychiatrist. Yeah, so I like the direction of life coaching. The first thing they do is they teach you the difference between a psychiatrist, a therapist, a coach, a mentor. And I felt like coaching is something I can do and it would help me with my work as well. So that's why I took it on. But it wasn't intended because I'm in a marketing or I'm in a leadership role. It just, I'm a very hyper person and I don't like the routine. So I always do new things. That's why I wrote a book. That's why, like I always make sure that I'm trained and educated and just do new things whenever I can, when it's possible.
What is the kind of mindset which is termed as growth? And basically, with people who are trying to break away a position probably and they are not able to break away. So, if you can tell us like three mindsets that a person should have, or beliefs, I would say,
Uh-huh.
that a person should have to break away from the kind of structure that they are in.
Well, I would have to say the first one would be curiosity. Always be open to learn
Mm-hmm.
and ask questions. Even I always tell my team, no question is stupid or
Mm-hmm.
every question should be heard. And see the challenges as opportunities to grow rather than to resist it. You
Right.
have to be resilient,
Yes.
especially in hospitality because things don't always go as you plan them to, and you have to learn to how to bounce back and just get back up. This is how it defines you. The third, I would say gratitude, because it keeps you grounded no matter
Mhm.
where I am, what position I'm holding, how many team members I have. It just reminds you of the good on the tough days. And that's
Mhm.
just how it is. So if you have the mix of those three things, you're building a mindset that keeps evolving in the direction that you want, and it makes you handle no matter what comes your way.
It's been how long that you are into hospitality, if I may ask you?
I'm running on my seventh year now.
Seventh year. Okay. So
Hmm.
you must have seen the growth in your career. As a woman, I would say in hospitality, though it's an amazing industry to be in. But what
Hmm.
is the kind of resistance that you have faced in your growth? Or what do you see women facing? What are the pain points that they go through
Uh,
when it comes to, promotions or increment or probably better working hours?
I mean, obviously, this is topic that it's there, but I think it's changing massively now. And I've seen a lot of women that lead by heart.
Mm-hmm.
And like I always say, that vulnerability does not make you weak. And I
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of women in leadership now that defining what strength looks like. It's no longer about being the loudest in the room or having the stuff exterior, you know? It's about leading with empathy and intuition
True.
and just heart in your own style, I guess. You just do it in your own style. You know, you can be strong and kind at the same time, firm, but with care. And I've seen this a lot with amazing leaders around me that are women. I believe in my experience, I've been lucky that it's no longer an issue as it used to be.
Right. So it is changing massively, like you said.
Yeah,
And I'm sure there is a lot to be done still. But
yeah.
yes, we are on the right track, is what you are telling me. So tell me, what are the three core essential beliefs that a person should have, which will constantly shape the mindset from being in a position of power and being a true leader? What are the mindset difference that you see?
I'll tell you my own experience with that. I had
Yes.
leaders that were bosses, not
Yeah.
leaders.
Yeah.
And I had leaders that are leaders. I've seen both and I've decided which I want to become one day.
Mm-hmm.
And the people in your team, they'll do the job, right? They're either going to do the job because they're scared of you, or they're going to
Mm-hmm.
do the job because they love you and they care for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would rather have them do it because of the second option. I don't want them to be scared or because they think I'm going to give them a deduction or if they're late one day. So be empathetic, be authentic, be vulnerable in front of your team. We're not supposed to know everything. We're only humans, right?
Yes.
So I remember a lot of times where I told my team, you know what? No, I don't know about that. Let me check and get back to you. Oh, I don't know how to use this tactic, or I don't know how this is done. This is
Mm-hmm.
new. This is, and especially marketing, the trends just keep, hailing on
Changing
us,
too
right?
fast. True, true.
Yeah, it's happening too fast. True.
Yes.
Just be human. At the end of the day, leader or not, we are all humans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
So,
yeah, I think being authentic, empathetic are very important.
absolutely. And owning up to not just the
Yeah,
vulnerability, but also owning up to your mistakes. If you have done a mistake, it's fine. As
definitely,
a leader,
definitely.
you can do a mistake. You are not all
Of
knowing.
course.
Hospitality world, like you said, is a very fast changing world. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are new trends coming in, new, kind of comforts that are to be
Mm-hmm.
shown to, guests are never satisfied, I would say. They're happy, but they are never satisfied. So how do you deal with this, with so many years of experience in hospitality? And do you carry a bit of complaint that people have, that emotion of that complaint when you come back home? Does it affect you or, people in your team?
Well, for me, because I work in marketing, so guest facing complaints isn't really directed to marketing that often. However, it
Mm-hmm.
does happen sometimes. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
on MOD or manager on duty, what I try to do is that just like in sessions when I'm in life coach, you have to be understanding. You put
Yeah.
yourself in their shoes, but don't get too emotional about it. Don't get too friendly. Don't, you know, just find the correct balance and
Mm-hmm.
find a solution rather than go to your manager with a problem. That's
True.
always, especially if you are in charge in that moment, you are. If a
Mm-hmm.
guest comes to you with a complaint, you are in charge in that moment. So you have to take action. So you don't wait to get permission to lead. You should be leading in those situations. Does it affect me if I go when I once I reach home? Yeah, of course. Sometimes because you do put yourself in the guest's shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
someone is coming, for example, to my hotel on a weekend and something happens to ruin that weekend, of course that if that happens to me, of course that would bug me.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, really think that what matters most, not
Mm-hmm.
just in marketing or in design, it's the storytelling part.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody now has good F&B offers or staycations, but not everybody has a good experience, right? What makes you
Yes.
go back to that property or that hotel?
Mm-hmm.
It's the experience. It's how first people that greet you, the concierge team or the
Mm-hmm.
housekeeping, smile to you and just wish you a happy day. This
Mm-hmm.
is what keeps you coming back. This is the memory you leave imprinted in their minds and hearts that will make them say, "Oh, you know what? I want to go back to this property." It's not the food, how good it was, or how comfortable the bed was. Of course, that's a plus, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the people. It's always going to be about the people in hospitality.
That's very true. Because, you don't think of those small flaws if, people are warm, like they would probably go out of their way and do things for you. You don't
Exactly.
carry that thing that I didn't have a proper sleep, probably, more
Hmm.
comfortable sleep than I
Hmm.
expected. So you let go of all those things. So true. And another thing that I absolutely agree with you is the fact that you said that, a person should lead no matter where you are at. If you are in that
Yeah.
position, okay, you are the leader there. So take the decision and get that work done and solve the problem. So amazing. What advice would you offer to women so that they can find that leader within them, no matter what title they are in?
Don't wait for permission to lead.
Mhm.
Take the chance
Awesome.
and just do it. Believe in your own voice. Don't let anyone stop you or lower it. It happens to everybody. It happened to me. And I promised myself that I would never let anyone do that again.
Mhm.
So always believe in your voice and just be present with your ideas, your beliefs, even if you're the only woman in the room. That should not stop. Even if you're the youngest woman in the room, which happened to me also, that I was the youngest, only woman in the room, right?
Mhm.
I've seen it. I've seen men look at me and treat me like I'm a kid. I'm just a woman. That doesn't stop me. Actually, it drives me further because I'll prove to you, I'll show you that I am more than that. It doesn't
Mhm.
it doesn't matter how old I am or what gender I am, right?
Yes.
Always remember that confidence doesn't mean knowing everything, right? It's about showing up as yourself, right? And believing that that's enough. And again, authenticity is the biggest strength here. Just be authentic to yourself. Don't try to fit into someone else's version of leadership. Find your
Mhm.
own version of leadership. Find your own groove or vibe or whatever you want to call it. It's the way you connect and communicate and care is what makes you stand out and be who you are, right? Just stay curious, learn, unlearn, and do all that's in between. Surround yourself with people, not just women, who lift you up. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of other women that try to bring women down, and I really never understood that. Like we already received that a lot from men, so
Mhm.
why would we try to bring each other down? And yet, I have a lot of lady friends as colleagues and became part of my inner circle that all we do is lift each other up.
Mhm.
And when we do that, you can see our strength uh, evolving and becoming even bigger just because we are helping one out. I think the world needs more women who would lead with strength and heart.
Absolutely. That's so beautifully put and so strong. I can feel that power in those words that you have just spoken. It
Thank you.
has been said again and again, but when you see it in a system, when you see it not happening in a system, you have to repeat it so that,
Hmm.
the voice goes in, it drills people's
Hmm.
mind. They understand the fact that this is the truth. Women actually should support women, and that is where
Yes.
the growth is. Okay, you
Hmm.
can get inspired, rather than jealousy, replace that with inspiration. You don't have to be jealous of someone, get inspired and imbibe the same talent. So tell me, who was the person who actually instigated or probably, saw the first sign of leadership in you?
I was very lucky. I have few. It started with my dad. As I told you, he worked in hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
My dad always depended on me when it came to decisions or things that needs to be done around the house even. So I
Mm-hmm.
grew with that in me that can take charge and I can handle. At work, surprisingly, they were all men that actually mentored me
Mm-hmm.
and believed in my talents. It started with my first area director of marketing in Weston.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't worked in hospitality at that point. I mean, my first job was in hospitality, and then I went to different fields, and then I got back to hospitality. And it was his acceptance of me that brought me into Marriott world and in hospitality again, right? And yeah, I owe it to him. And then I met so many other people that would fight for my promotion, or actually, all my bosses were men. I've
Yeah.
I've never had a direct boss that was a woman in
Yeah.
hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very blessed. I think I only had like one or two that were not the best, but that actually makes you better because you
Yeah.
learn to navigate through the challenges. Yeah, I think I was very blessed with people believing in my abilities and in my job. And I live every day to make them proud of who I'm becoming.
Yes, that impact of a leader always remains. The impact of someone, a supportive leader, I would say, always remains. So now,
Yeah.
like I said, now things are changing. Now you are a leader, you have a team.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm
Hmm.
sure you are implementing the same kind of,
Definitely.
support,
All the time.
giving. Okay. So nobody will say in your team that, I didn't have a female leader. Okay. I had a female leader who was strong and who gave me that support, and they would probably be talking after 6 years or 7 years the same way that you're talking about your bosses or your superiors who were
Hmm.
there. Yes, times are changing, there's a lot still to go. I hope that now, what do you see in percentage wise in your hotel industry? What do you see? Are they still more male leaders, or their female acceptance more?
No, there's way more female acceptance.
Okay.
Way more. Even in Saudi, now we have female GMs, right?
Yeah.
It is getting better. It is
Yes.
getting better.
So amazing. We are rightly in the 21st century then. Okay.
Yes.
And we are doing well. So that's really amazing to see. Noreen, three things that you will tell about women as leaders. You have spoken about empathy, you have spoken about kindness, you have spoken about, decision. But what sets a woman apart from a male counterpart in leadership from their thinking process?
I don't want to say this because we are women, right?
Yeah.
But I think we bring more to the table. There are things that women do that men cannot do. And
Mm-hmm.
and I know this is going to bother a lot of people, but it's true. I mean, we can let it out and cry and hash things out, and we have more empathy than men. And unfortunately, that is true, right? Like right now, for example, my leader, he's a man, right? And we were just celebrating Boss's National Day, and
Mm-hmm.
we were all women, so we decorated his office and we put balloons. And you'll never find men do that.
Yeah.
Men will never do something like
We
that.
bring in the emotion in
Exactly, we bring the
things.
emotions into things
Yes.
and we make it more warm and
Yes.
again empathetic, right?
Yes.
When I am listening to a female member of my team,
Mm-hmm.
she is more comfortable talking to me about her personal issues than if I'm a man.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he is a very good leader that opened that comfortable space, right? But even when I have male teammates, they don't feel shy coming to me because they feel Noreen is approachable. I can
Mm-hmm.
approach her. I can speak to her.
Yeah.
Even if she's busy, she will make time if it's something personal. Like I always tell my team, anywhere I work, we're humans. We all have off days, and we work in marketing and in design. We're all about creativity. So if I reach work one day feeling off, I
Mm-hmm.
just tell my team, guys, today is admin work day. I'm not doing anything that has to do with content writing or creativity or shoots or whatever that I need to do that it has creative ideas. I'm off. I'm out of sorts. And
Yeah.
you guys also are allowed to have that. Being a leader does not mean I wasn't a junior one day, right? So I always have that rule with them. If you guys come to work one day and you just feel down, just let
Mhm.
me know. I will make sure that, you're doing the bare minimum for that
You're
day.
not pressured. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Amazing. So that's the kind of leadership that gets
Yeah.
noticed and also admired, and it's an inspiration. People will follow through. It's like a effect where you imbibe the other person's energy. So that's
Yes.
amazing, Noreen. Thank you so much for sharing these insights.
I love it. I love the angle of the questions, and you are very professional in how you're articulating the questions. It's very nice seeing women bringing other women up as well. Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
I
you so
really
much
had
for
fun.
joining.